Okay, Sunday, about to pack up and go home. Yeah, it come up pretty good. Starting to get the lines back. Yeah, still pretty dinged up. Getting it all flattened out and sanded back. All the paint's off. Yeah, I've taken on quite a mission trying to get this thing back to, as I said, it'll never be the same. Yeah, but I gained about 5 litres banging out those dings. And it's supposed to be a Dakar tank. Yeah, still beaten up. Those lines are coming back. Starting to get the lines back. But as I said, it's a love. You've got to just persevere and just keep beating, and everything pops up and down, and you got to push that back. And metal can be moved around. It's like lead. It's very it's a bit harder, but a bit more perseverance. But you can move steel around. And I don't want to be trying to shrink it, which would be cutting slits and welding them up to try to shrink these areas which the sticker sits. But what, with the dolly, I've been getting the lines back. Like I said, I'll bog it up and get it looking half decent, but it's coming up really good. I'm not disappointed. The line can only go off what you can salvage, but as long as you get them straight, and a bit of bog will clean all that up. But it's just getting better and better. Just sitting there hammering. It's a pain in the ass, but oh well. I'll save the money. So these things are so, what is it with the DR 600? Why the 650 was much more popular, but the 600, you can't get bits for them. Obviously the public didn't like them. And you buy one, and the guy goes, "Oh, this thing's awesome. Can't kick it over anymore." And then you get this thing, and it's basically a friggin' basket case. But the frame's all good. I can't believe he didn't bend the frame when he did. Whatever the hell happened to this tank, I wouldn't like to be the person on it, because it would have hurt. Anyway, but quite impressed the way it's going. All these bikes I'm doing up. I'll show you another. This is CR 250 1996, but I've customized it a bit, so it come up all right. I'm not disappointed in it. But if I did sell it, everything else has been rebuilt. But I wouldn't ride it because those shockers need I'd get them rebuilt, which I didn't. But everything else is brand spanking new on them. And old Beamer, she's bulletproof, this thing. Heavy is 270 kilograms of all steel and plastics, and anyway, this thing weighs a friggin' ton, goes like shit off a shovel. Love it. The KTM 450, good bike. It probably needs some attention, but one thing at a time. This one's finished, goes in the pool room. I don't sell them. My daughter did that. Quite like that touch, the white on the red with the Honda, and she sat there and probably took her about a good 2 hours, and she did that. I was pretty impressed. all colour coded, looks pretty spiffy. I've got a TDM 850 twin. That's my club bike. So from out of towners, or not from Australia, that we have a club reg system where we can pay 150 a year and we can have 90 days, and we've got to fill out a logbook and we can actually ride our bikes. Got to be roadworthy, of course, but it's nice to have an old bike or a big twin thumper and just take it for a squirt on the weekend, or got 90 days a year to do this. This is the old farm ag bike. Good friend, boss, brother-in-law bought off a guy. Anyway, that's it's an old Aggie. 450 KTM, CR 250 1996, and a R1150 RS 2001, I think. 2001, yep. Alright, so I'll keep going with this beast of a DR, which is parts of very rare. I should have picked the DR 650, that would have been easier. Anyway, all good fun. Love doing this stuff. Turning a piece of crap into what it used to look like. Yeah, a bit of pedal beating, bit of it's good to have, radio in the background and just sit there and you beat away, getting those lines back, shining it up, and you see the hearts of love work. Pays off. You can pay a panel beater probably, I wouldn't even think what they'd be worth to do. Probably 500-600, grand. By the time he beats it back into shape and gives it back to you and spray it up, he'd charge you a pretty penny, I reckon. It cost a bit. So it's like everything. It's like baking a pie for the first time. Give it a go. How wrong can it go? Some people can go horribly wrong. Yeah, but anyway, perseverance, piss farting around. Read, especially when you're buying parts for a bike, read what you're getting, because if you get the wrong bit, you're stuck with it. You can return, but anyway, a couple of bits and pieces, a couple of dollies, hammer, bit of heat, a bit of map gas, and I'm getting it looking this good so far. All right, it's Sunday, done. All right, I'll keep up to date with what's going on with it, but probably another weekend and I'll get my Master Riley, my boy, do a bit of sandblasting on the backbone, get that finished, and then we can start looking at sort of bit of stitching back together, welding it up, and pressure test it, and then some still a bit more beating to go, but it's a lot better than it was. All right, keep you posted. Brendan out.